Welcome back to the show. CFTC chair stepping down. We got Ripple and Chainlink and so much more. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on YouTube, Twitter, YouTube, and digperspectives.com for exclusive content. $3.67 trillion market cap for crypto. The market is off by 3.2, but we see right now Bitcoin slightly dipping below 100,000 at 99,000 plus here. Ethereum 3,500 plus. XRP still holding the number 3 spot, $2.38. We're off 2.4 on the 24. We're up 11.5 on the 7-day. Looking at the range of price very quickly here between 236 and 246. We're at the bottom of the range right now. We'll keep an eye on it. What I want to tell you about is we know that there's a lot of emerging sectors in the economy. New innovation is making its way to markets. AI is one of them. And Link2 on February 18th, Tuesday, is having a Link2 Learn Presents Link2 AI Innovation Conference. You can get your ticket underneath of this video and all the videos leading up to the conference. And don't mess around because I'm sure it's limited seating. Now, I do want to tell you it's from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Tuesday, February 18th. But take a look at this. They're going to be discussing AI Innovation Conference, dive into the forefront of AI and innovation with Link2 AI. Join us for the immersive day of learning, networking, inspiration, and Link2 AI Innovation Conference. This will be hosted at Link2's headquarters in San Jose. And guess what else? I'm going to be there along with a whole host of others. Let's take a look at it really quickly here. Meet our speakers. First of all, you got Tim Draper. Heard of him? Big Bitcoin guy. Yeah, you know that's right. Robin O'Connell, the CEO of the enterprise side at Uphold. The list goes on and on and on. You could see all of these people. Look, I'm going to be there. DAI is going to be there. Bill Saris, the co-founder of Link2, is going to be there. Karim is going to be there, Chief Strategy Officer from Link2. Joe Indoso, the president of Link2, is going to be there, and so many others. Don't miss the chance to get your ticket and come. And they have a virtual ticket that you can get also, which I believe is free. So don't mess around. Click the link underneath and make sure you get yourself a seat at this conference, one way or the other. And I'd love to meet you in person. Let's get started. CFTC Chair Rostin Benham plans to step down following continued calls to regulate crypto. All right, well, there he goes. Brian Quintenz is the appointee to the new administration. Meanwhile, billionaire Chamath Palihapitiya says stablecoins will be the biggest business winner of 2025. You know, the killer use case, stablecoins. And what do we need to create value on protocols like the XRP ledger? We need vehicles to run on that XRP ledger highway. And those vehicles are stable coins and central bank digital currencies and NFTs and so forth. And when the more cars, the more of those vehicles we can get on the XRP ledger highway, then the more gas they need to do the things they need to do. And then you could also have XRP serve as a bridge currency role and make these long tail pairings in the backside of the market for more efficiency, the more cars you get on the highway. So this is a welcome notion when you think about stablecoins, because we don't invest in stablecoins, but we know stablecoins will do a lot for our investments if we got investments with utility. Meanwhile, Ripple welcomes 1.7 newly minted real US dollars ahead of big development. And listen, this is enormous because the more stablecoin dollars that are printed and minted tells me the more use case utility bringing itself to the XRP ledger, the Ethereum network, and soon we will be moving to the Chainlink network as well as Ripple and Chainlink join forces. Real USD, Chainlink, Real USD has adopted the Chainlink standard for verifiable data to fuel DeFi adoption with real-time secure pricing data. This is what we want to see. cooperation, collaboration, interoperability, because they all have utility. Reese Merrick from Ripple says, continued momentum from Team Ripple as we collaborate with Chainlink. The Real USD has adopted the Chainlink standard for verifiable data to fuel DeFi adoption with real-time secure pricing data. You know what I see happening here besides the cooperation, collaboration, interoperability, and utility? What I see here is the rise of the new market infrastructure for all of this technology. The new digital era has some winners. And what I see coming out of this with Ripple and Chainlink and others around the world and Stellar, I see the Googles, the Facebooks, all of it, right? The Amazons, they're all rising up out of the ashes here. And this is the new infrastructure of our new digital economy coming to the surface in play. That's what I believe we're seeing here. From Cody Carbone from the Digital Chamber, shout out to him. He says here, Representative Timmons and Representative Ritchie introduced the Bipartisan NFT Act. This would exempt certain NFTs from federal securities laws. Listen to Commissioner Pham talk about this too.
And last but not least, there is a work stream on NFTs. Again, NFTs is very interesting. If you think about an NFT, which would be, for example, again, maybe it's a work of art. Maybe it's an NFT that is a virtual asset in a video game. Maybe it's, who knows what. But it's a thing. It is not a financial instrument. And when you think about, I think about the private bank, and I think about how people have illiquid assets. Maybe they're priceless works of art. Maybe it's a private jet. They want to use it as collateral. They want to somehow monetize it. Why don't we think about how we use NFTs and be able to pledge that, be able to finance it, be able to unlock the value in it when people have these assets? And so the NFT workstream, I think, is also going to be very important. Again, not a security. And I'm looking forward to what could be over the horizon in 2025.
Everybody's excited, including regulators. When have you seen that before? And here we go to the larger conversation. Senator Hagerty from Tennessee. Let's listen to him talk about a strategic reserve.
But I'm curious, Senator, there's a lot of people, and a lot of your peers probably, people who I talk to, who really think that crypto is a waste of capital and is not something that United States should double down on, and get so upset when they hear this talk of different states, whether it's Pennsylvania, now Texas, or us doing something nationally with a Bitcoin reserve. What was your aha moment? Why do you think this has real value for this country?
Well, it's taken some time, and my viewpoint has evolved. As you remember, Kelly, I was the U.S. ambassador to Japan. I saw a massive heist take place there with CoinCheck. I was deeply concerned about, where that cryptocurrency might have landed. But as I dug into the technology and saw the potential of the blockchain, where this could go, it's absolutely amazing. And then if I think about just basic principles of a decentralized currency like this, the freedom and the liberty that it supports, there's a lot of very positive aspects to this, and I think America should be at the forefront of it.
I do too. And I agree here again with digital asset investor. The GOAT says you're getting warmer, Senator Hagerty. If you want real national security, the digital asset strategic reserve won't just hold Bitcoin, but also the digital assets that are going to power the world heading into the next 100 years, XRP, XLM, HBAR, Ethereum, Cardano, to name a few. There are others, no doubt about it. Well said there. But we have Congress, we have a pro-crypto Congress now. We have regulators that are getting excited because they know that we're going to regulate these things instead of try to kill these things. And speaking of kill these things, how about killing this Ripple versus SEC case? The Ripple versus SEC case is creating a stir as the January 15th deadline draws near. Legal expert attorney Jeremy Hogan predicts the Ripple case could settle in April or May, potentially benefiting XRP holders. Let's take a look at the article very quickly here. I had it open. I don't know why. Maybe I accidentally closed it. Nonetheless, if you see this right here, the ongoing case is generating a buzz because January 15th deadline approaches, and essentially speculation surrounding the case is intensified, with many wondering how it will ultimately play out. So here, Jeremy Hogan, well-known legal expert, recently suggested that the case might settle in April or May, which could lead to a favorable outcome for XRP holders. However, some have raised questions asking why a settlement is necessary if the SEC lost the case. Former SEC attorney Mark Fagel provided clarity on the matter, explaining that the SEC did not lose entirely, rather they won in part and lost in part. Both parties have appealed the portions of the case that were dissatisfied with, as is their legal right. Fagel elaborated that the court ruled in favor of the SEC by agreeing that Ripple had illegally sold $700 million in unregistered securities, particularly in institutional sales, and imposed a $125 million penalty on Ripple for the violation. Despite this, both Ripple and the SEC are currently in the process of appealing the aspects of the case they lost. This has led to a penalty being put on hold until the appeal process is resolved. Fagel noted that the new SEC administration may decide not to pursue the appeal further, potentially paving the way for a settlement in line with the court's previous ruling, which would mean simply paying the fine and having to register before selling to wholesale customers, which I think is really unnecessary. So this will be interesting to see how this goes here, because I don't believe that they broke any violation of laws to the institutions they sold to, because they were accredited. So this is going to get interesting. I don't believe this is truly over, but this is the exchange that took place. I don't need to go back through it again for you guys. So we will see, other than the fact that Jeremy Hogan came through and said the order even says absolutely no extensions will be granted, very different than my appellate court. So requesting an extension is not an option either. Thanks, Mark. So with that being said, whatever happens on January 15th, there will be no extensions. So, you can probably count on Gary Gensler to do whatever he's going to do before the deadline to make sure he makes this as hard as he can to get this before he leaves. So we'll see what happens here. Ultimately, XRP is designed to be one of the most liquid, efficient bridge currencies between various currencies globally, aiming to facilitate and scale international commerce. This is straight from the horse's mouth, Brad Garlinghouse here, and I want you to listen to it too. But as you do, understand that I have always believed that this case with the SEC versus Ripple over XRP has been just as much an audit and vetting process as much as it's been a legal lawsuit. I really do believe that, because I believe there is a new transformation coming to the monetary system, and it will involve utility tokens and bridge currencies like XRP and others.
Our view has been there's an opportunity for a trusted brand like Ripple, who has a lot of experience with institutions, a lot of experience with payment flows, to bring a product to market that is truly the most trusted. That we will be the first to come out under with a New York trust license. We will be doing monthly attestations, and I think we do have our own balance sheet that if problems were to exist, we were in a position to actually help solve those.
And it's funny, because with that balance sheet being so strong with XRP, if they were running into problems with anything like the stablecoin, they could underpin it with the liquidity they have in XRP, right? So this I have said multiple times as well, I believe is a micro example of what the macro goal is to ultimately, we had the gold standard that backed the dollar. And then we went from that to the petrodollar standard. I believe the next standard is the XRP, the standard. You remember? Miguel Villas is the one that got that trending on Twitter, because I believe he understood the ultimate end goal as better than anyone else could, is that the ultimate goal is to create XRP the standard. So we no longer need a petro standard or just a gold standard. We could use the XRP standard, which represents all kinds of things of value once they're tokenized.
So now, how will it coexist with XRP? Well, first of all, any liquidity on the XRP ledger is a good thing. It's good for the whole XRP ecosystem, and the more liquidity on there, including stablecoins, it reduces friction and the ability to do things, particularly in the DeFi world. There's some native technologies embedded in the XRP ledger, a decentralized exchange, a DEX, a AMM, automated market maker, and embedding a stablecoin, a robust stablecoin, a trusted stablecoin like Ripple USD, we think will actually help that. I don't think it competes with XRP as a different solution, because really we think about that as the bridge currency, right? So RLUSD, Ripple USD is a dollar. The bridge currency is going in and out of other currencies, and having the most liquid, most efficient bridge currency between various currencies around the world, we think is a needed solution in scaling global commerce.
I have often said that one of the biggest things that most people miss about this space and this innovation is that the world needs a new money. And that's exactly what I heard Brad Garlinghouse explain for my ears. And here we know utility token designation incoming.
Experts
just from the
there.
last 2
Move.
minutes here. Let's get it right here. Right here.
Then the other two work streams that are exciting, so we had a presentation from our utility token work stream. In a nutshell, again, around the world, there's a definition of utility tokens. People understand this is a token that provides access to goods and services. Think about rewards points for hotels, for your airlines, customer loyalty programs, fan club programs for your favorite sports team, for your favorite artist. Those are commercial activities. Those aren't stocks. Those should not be subject to regulation. A commercial marketplace like eBay or Amazon that is peer-to-peer, nobody thinks that that should be regulated like the New York Stock Exchange. So why don't we say a utility token is not a security and move on?
There we go. Well said from Commissioner Pham right there. And right here from Decrypt, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse told Decrypt that many Wall Street leaders are now open to crypto thanks to optimism over Donald Trump's return to the White House. And when we look at this even further inside the article here, numerous crypto executives have previously expressed interest in nabbing a seat at the coveted table. Yes, there's going to be a crypto council, and when asked whether he had already tapped to serve on Trump's crypto council, Brad Garlinghouse wouldn't say one way or the other, but added that he has been in touch with the transition team and is aware of what they have planned when it comes to crypto policy in 25. I feel really good and frankly very excited about what I've learned about those plans, he said. Is Brad Garlinghouse about to get a spot on the Crypto Trump Council? How about that? Holy moly, ladies and gentlemen. And just a reminder, Bitcoin went from $2 in 2012 to $1,200 in 2014. What's stopping XRP from doing the same in these conditions? And here we know this is when Donald Trump said he'd make crypto a real leader in the United States. And veteran price chart analyst Peter Brandt has projected that Ripple's market cap could explode to $500 billion. Well, here's the tweet that he put out right here. $500 billion, if this is true, will pass Ethereum for the rightful number 2 market cap XRP was at before it was targeted wrongfully in a lawsuit. That's what we're looking at. There's no guarantee it will, though, but if it does, that's what it would mean. And that price target would put us at $577 billion at $10 plus. At $500 billion, that market cap would put us at $8 plus, which would put us past Ethereum's market cap. Now we have this. This is the Bifrost Bridge, the wreck scenario explained very quickly here. There's a couple different things that could take place. Scenario A, and he gives his deal that this is not financial advice. There's a disclaimer. My personal opinion, market makers aren't here to make things easy for 99% of people. Only 1% will truly beat them. Here's why I'm saying this. Based on the chart below, I trust my analysis and can outline the following. Scenario A, XRP will hit Fibonacci 1.414 and Fibonacci 2.0, converging around $13. Wow, that's a game changer. 2, we'll likely see a deeper retracement, perhaps due to an unexpected event, maybe something like a war, another COVID, or a black swan. Maybe it's Tether. That will freak people out. XRP will retrace to around $4 from $13. Then XRP will start its final surge to $27. Everyone will sell around 13, too scared to buy back in, but you will profit by dollar cost averaging and ignoring the noise. Scenario B. You see a scenario similar to A, but less intense. XRP will hit around $6.40 to $8. We'll see a 68% retracement down to $2.50 range. After that, XRP will begin a final move to $13. Again, people will sell at 13 and panic about buying back in, but you will make money by dollar cost averaging and staying focused. Now, stay with me. If XRP hits $27 and drops 90%, the typical decline in past bear markets, 95 and 85%, the bottom could reach around $2.70. Think of it. If it goes from 27 and retraces to 270, if the XRP hits $13 and drops 90 cents, that would bottom us out at about $1.40. So you can see all these scenarios here, as Corium Power says, could cause sleepless nights. No question, he agrees as well. But it is scenarios we need to entertain so we can have a plan for no matter which way things happen to go. Have a plan. No question about it. And only you can know what that plan is for you and your family. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. It's just my digital perspectives. I'll catch all of you on the next one.